Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Redhead Boo here, back with a new video. So, today's video is going to be about something that I've been a fan of, not for a long time now, but it's a series on Netflix. So, if you've been watching Netflix for the past few years, you can probably guess what it's going to be about. And today's video is a Stranger Things tag. Now, Stranger Things is a series on Netflix of 4 seasons about these kids and people who live in a town called Hawkins, and these monsters, creatures all come and they have to try to defeat them. There's another dimension called the Upside Down. There's a girl with special powers, and yeah, it's just, I would highly recommend watching Stranger Things if you've never seen it. It's like sort of horror, sort of a thriller, but it's also really, really funny and so good. It's set in the 80s as well, so it's not like modern, but in a way I think it works better, the fact that it's in the 80s. So yeah, I've got a few questions all about Stranger Things, so I'm going to answer them. So question number 1, who is your favourite Stranger Things character? My favourite character, well, I've got sort of like a top 3, but I do have a favourite character. So my third favourite character is, I'm going to say Dustin, just because he's so funny. He's one of the funnier characters, I think. He's very witty, he's very funny, and he makes me smile and laugh a lot. Yeah, I really like him. My second favourite character is probably Steve. I find him absolutely hilarious. I'm not gonna lie though, I do think he's a bit of a jerk in the first season, especially with Nancy, but he does become a lot better as the seasons go on, and you really see his character develop, which I really like. So yeah, I just absolutely adore Steve. And then my favourite character in at number 1 is Max. Now, I love Max. I just think she's very, again, like Steve, when you first meet her, she is a bit of a rude, she's very sassy, which I love. She's quite upfront, she's very, speaks her own mind, but as the seasons go on you do fall in love with her, and especially her friendship with Eleven, which, like, they don't really get on at first, but then they do, and their friendship's just so cute. And yeah, and obviously I am worried about what's going to happen to her character after what happened to her in season 4, so who knows. Question number 2, if you could save any dead character but had to choose another to die in their place, who would you choose and why? So obviously I would save Eddie Munson. So in season 4, the main monster type character is called Vecna, also known as One and Henry. He is, I don't know how to describe him. He's like a dark wizard who puts people in trances and then like snaps their bones and makes their eyes go really like weird and bleed. It's not very a pleasant way to die. So yeah, he's horrible. I hate Vecna. I don't find him scary. He's just awful. And Eddie is basically blamed for the murder of Chrissy, the cheerleader. I'm sorry if you haven't seen Stranger Things. I should have said this will include spoilers, so yeah. So he's with Chrissy when she dies. It's obviously she dies at his motorhome, so he gets the blame for it. Which is a bit like, because obviously we all know that it was Vecna, and then the kids all work out it was Vecna, and then they try and prove that it was him, but obviously because Hawkins is under the impression that it's cursed, so there's loads of cover-ups of the lab and everything, so yeah. Who would I want to die in his place? So yeah, when they try and defeat Vecna, they go to the Upside Down, to Victor Creel's house, and as a distraction, Dustin and Eddie have to get the demo bats, I think they're called, the bats, away from the house so that Robin, Nancy and Steve can all, well, kill Vecna. So they do that, and Eddie plays his guitar to Master of Puppets, I think it is, by Metallica. So yeah, and he basically becomes a sacrifice and he dies, which is really, really sad. And I think a character I would love to swap him with is, I'm not 100% sure on the name, I think it's Tommy, and he is one of Steve's friends in season 1. I just think he's really horrible. He's always trying to get Steve to do bad stuff, because in a way I don't think Steve wants to do it, but because he's friends with Tommy and Tommy tells him to do it, then yeah. But he's just an awful character, and I'd happily swap him and make him die rather than Eddie. Question number 3. Which was your favourite season? Oh, my favourite season? I really like season 3, about like the Starcourt Mall, the Independence Day, the Russians. I think it's hilarious, and I love Erica, especially in that season, and she's just so funny. Obviously you get introduced to Robin and Steve and their friendship, and then obviously Dustin and Erica, Steve and Robin all infiltrate the Russians' plans and work it out, and they try to stop it, and then it's just so good. And obviously Eleven and Max become friends because of Lucas and Mike acting like, well, idiots basically, and yeah, I just love it. I just think it's so funny, and I really like the Mind Flayer. I think season 3 onwards is where it got a bit darker, I want to say. But yeah, season 3 is just so good. Question number 4. Did you enjoy the season 4 soundtrack? What were your favourite songs from it? I loved the season 4 soundtrack. I just thought it was really fun. I think my favourites were obviously Running Up the Hill from Kate Bush, because that's Max's favourite song to get her out of the trance that Vecna put her in, because music helps. And my other favourite obviously being Master of Puppets, because of the scene with Eddie playing his guitar to distract the bats. So yeah, I just think I love the way that they used the music, especially in those 2 scenes in particular, but more so with Max, because of the way, I think it's in the episode Dear Billy, which is episode 4, and Vecna takes her basically, and they obviously plug in the music to her, and the when she's trying to run back to her body to wake up to Lucas and Dustin, and I think it's Steve, and they use the music. It's really slow motion, it's good lighting, and it's just such a good scene. So yeah, I love it. Question number 5. Which character do you most relate to, if there are any? Which character do I most relate to? Ooh. That's tricky. I think... Oh. Character I most relate to. Oh, I don't know. I think I most relate to... I want to say Max. Just because she's got a good, strong friendship group. She's very sassy, and I can be quite sassy as well. She's a very strong character. She's very opinionated and likes to, not get her own way, but she likes to speak her mind a lot, and I think, especially as a female, it is important to speak your mind. It is important to get your voice out there, get your opinion across, and I think people are quite not scared of her, but she is a quite sarcastic person, and sometimes I can be quite sarcastic. She jokes around a lot, but she is very, very sweet, especially when it comes to her friends like Eleven, Lucas, all of them, even like the older ones, like they always look out for her. And then she gets cursed, and it's like, of course, he's tormenting me. And it's just, yeah, I really, really connect well with Max's character, and yeah, I just love her a lot. I really do. Question number 6. Do you have any Stranger Things merchandise? If not, is there anything you want to get? Yes, there are a few things that I have as merch. I've only got a Stranger Things like cropped sweatshirt almost. And I also have the Hellfire Club t-shirt from Primark. I do really want more merch. I collect Funko Pops and pin badges, so if I can, I'd love some like pin badges and to collect the Funko Pops, because there are a few that I've got my eye on. There's a few on HMV, on websites like Amazon as well, so I do think I will be buying some, because to add to my collection. I'd love to add some to my collection, I would. Yeah, because it's a big part of my life, Stranger Things. I love it. Question number 7. What would you like to see happen in future seasons? So it has been confirmed that there is only going to be one more season, which is going to be season 5. What do I want to see happen? Obviously, for them to succeed and defeat Vecna. Because we learned that from the looks of it, he has been defeated, but when they went to see where the body was, it had just gone. So I'm guessing he's still out there, and that probably the Mind Flayer will be back. The Demogorgon, I believe, got killed, so I don't know if the Demogorgon will return. The Bat creatures probably will, I'm not sure though. But I definitely think the Mind Flayer and Vecna will come back with a vengeance, and 11 will probably have to battle with Vecna again. And as I said before with Max, I really, really hope she's okay. So in season 4, the finale episode, Max got taken by Vecna and had her bones broken, and she lost her sight. But she technically did die for a minute, but 11 managed to bring her back. So she's alive, but she's just in a coma at the minute, and no one's sure if she's going to wake up or not. So maybe Max could assist, but almost from, I don't know, from the upside down. Because my guess is she's trapped in the upside down. So maybe what I'm thinking is Max will be trapped in the upside down, and the others are gonna have to fight with Vecna. And then if they destroy Vecna, maybe Max can somehow help. And if they destroy him, then she'll wake up. I'm not 100% sure what will happen, but that's what I'm hoping for, because it would be nice to have a happy ending, and it'd be nice for Max to wake up again. So yeah. Question number 8. Would you rather fight against the Demogorgon, Mind Flayer, or Vecna? I probably wouldn't really want to fight either of them, but I think because we know how to defeat the Demogorgon, I'm saying this lightly, I think the monster I'd most likely to fight would be the Demogorgon. I don't think I'd stand a chance against Vecna if I had a good song. I don't know what my song would be to like bring me out of the trance. I don't know about the Mind Flayer, because I don't think you could fight that on your own, but I think because we know that the Demogorgon's weakness is fire and heat, I think that's an easier monster to defeat than Vecna and the Mind Flayer. I'm not sure, but yeah, who knows. Question number 9. Which scene is your favourite in or out of all of the seasons? I'm trying to think. I know it's from season 4, and I believe it's the end of episode 7. Yeah, I believe it's the end of episode 7, and it's where they're all trying to come back from the upside down. So that's Eddie, Steve, Robin and Nancy. And Nancy tries to escape, but as she escapes, Vecna takes her and shows Nancy who Vecna's true identity is, and I think the whole reveal of that is just so clever, and I genuinely gasped. I was like, oh my god, because I knew there was something not right about the guy who was the orderly in season 4. There was just something about him that I didn't trust, and I thought there's something not right about him. And then when he showed that he was one, and then we learned about like Victor Creel, and we learned about Henry's true identity, and I was like, oh my god. And then came out that obviously he was Vecna, and I was like, that is just so clever, and I think that whole episode is my favourite out of all of the seasons, all of the different episodes. So yeah, I love it. And then finally, question number 10. Would you rather get trapped in the Upside Down or have 11's powers? I think I'd definitely prefer to have 11's powers, just because it would be so cool to control stuff with your mind. I just think the mind is such a brilliant thing, and yeah, I just think it would be absolutely awesome to be able to do stuff just through your own mind rather than like something else. I don't know. I just think it'd be really cool. Yeah, I just do. And I don't think I'd want to be stuck in the Upside Down. No way. I just think there's too many like dangerous stuff in the Upside Down, too many of the creatures, the monsters, and yeah, I just don't think I'd survive it. So I definitely think having 11's powers would be awesome. But yeah, anyway guys, that was my video for today. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you have any video ideas for me, please let me know. There will be some vlogs coming up. So on my actual birthday, I think I'm planning on going to Yorkshire Wildlife Park, so if I do, there will be a vlog. So I don't actually think there will be a video the Friday before, which will be the 7th. So there will be a video next week as normal. I've just got to think what video I want to do. There may be a video on the Friday the 7th, I just haven't decided yet. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and this is Redhead Boo signing off. Bye!